Tanks are literally rolling into US cities, and as usual, they're telling us to stay calm. Now, you just know that when authorities say that everything is under control, this is when you should worry. Pictures and videos are flooding the internet, capturing some jaw-dropping moments. Now, we're talking about lines of tanks that are rolling down the roads in Idaho. Military aircraft hovering over neighborhoods in California. And believe it or not, the earliest one that I found dates all the way back to January in Denver. Now, according to one of the comments, a couple of Abrams, a couple of Wreckers, more Abrams, a few Bradleys, more fuel efficient, less wear and tear on both vehicles and roads. Meaning these military are designed for urban warfare. Am I right? What do you guys think? Do you feel calm with all this happening around you? Drop a quick comment, yes or no, down below. It's like a scene out of an action movie. And it's just got people everywhere asking, what in the world is going on here? So let's start with the incredible sightings in Marin County, California. Residents were in for a surprise when they witnessed MV-22 Ospreys and Sikorsky White Hawk helicopters performing some pretty impressive maneuvers in their area. These aircraft made quite the shock and awe before disappearing into the horizon. But what were they doing there? That's the million-dollar question. Meanwhile, across multiple cities in the United States, several military tanks were spotted, causing a frenzy on social media. Photos and pictures flooded the internet. You should probably have seen them yourselves in your news feeds. And you know what they say? Where there's smoke, there's fire. People started questioning the motive behind such unusual sightings. Why were tanks and military equipment making their presence felt in everyday neighborhoods? And so this is where things get really interesting, folks. Now, there's two sides of the story, and it's not as simple as it seems. Many veterans and individuals with military experience have stepped forward saying that witnessing tanks and heavy military equipment in civilian areas is far from normal. One veteran that I'm in contact with, drawing from his experience stationed in Southern California during the 1980s, he recalled the mobilization of military police securing highways and canyons to control access to certain areas. Now, according to him, he says that the current mobilization of heavy equipment, weapons, and aircraft is good enough reason for anybody to be on high alert. Be ready to bug out, bring your family together, and go to your pre-designated safe zone. Now, what really has him concerned is the aircraft's elevation and actions in a large built-up area. Definitely get ready, guys. Be wise and act before it's too late. And to our members of the military, the American people just want to send out a message to you. Remember, you have a duty to disobey unlawful orders. Let's get right into this, shall we? By the way, for the best way to invest in gold or silver, be sure to check out the links in the description down below of this video. It's getting wild out here, folks. So here's something that I picked up from a German-American subscriber of ours. Being a first-generation German-American, I have to say this is seriously a bad sign. How bad? I'm one generation removed from World War II and remember everything my elders, relatives, and family friends told me about living in Germany during that time. Only a fool would not be concerned. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst, perhaps even the unbelievable. Yeah, definitely concerning. Am I right, guys? So first, there was the military aircraft flying pretty low in the Bay Area suburbs. A lot of tweets came out about it. Breaking news, military landing in suburban neighbors in Larkspur, California. Massive military movements being reported in multiple states. Anybody have more information on this? If you do, please comment down below. I'm going to be going through the comments so I can find out, if there's any clues into providing more information on what may have happened. Now, my contact sent this video is a local military and says it's not a drill. Then again, the retweet said HMX-1 MV-22s that ferry around WH staff and press pool. Absolutely nothing abnormal here, right? Nothing to worry about here, folks. Now, I'm not sure if he was being sarcastic here, but military aircrafts just moving around White House staff and the press? I'm not too sure about that, guys. What do you guys think? At least according to this one sighting of low-flying military aircraft in the suburbs had to do with President Biden's visit to the Bay Area. But it was definitely surprising for many residents of Marion County to see MV-22 Ospreys and Sikorsky White Hawk helicopters in the area. Now, apparently, at least 5 aircraft did maneuvers around the area, including in Larkspur, before heading off. They said there's no need to worry about an impending ground invasion. They're likely here because Biden arrives in the Bay Area. But wouldn't you guys worry if you saw these types of military helicopters just flying above your home doing all sorts of crazy stunts? And apparently this is all for President Biden's fundraising blitz among wealthy Californian Democrats. Now, apparently he was the guest of honor at a reception hosted at Atherton, home of venture capitalist Steve Wesley and his wife Anita Yu. The Bay Area News Group, which saw an invitation to the event, reports the get-in-the-door price is $6,600 per person. Right after that, Biden hopped on over to Los Gatos for another fundraising hosted by Microsoft Chief Technologist Officer Kevin Scott, his wife Shannon Hunt Scott, and LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman. Now, the Sikorsky White Hawk helicopters have been seen around the Bay Area. They're used as transport aircraft. That type of helicopter is often used to ferry the president when he's aboard. It's known as Marine One. MV-22s are used to transport other VPs, White House staffers, or even members of the media who are accompanying the president. So yeah, not sure if this sits right with me though. They're using these aircrafts to raise money for Biden's 2024 run? What do y'all think about that? But back to the topic at hand. So the growing number of social media posts describing this troubling mass military movement around North America. You saw some of the vids earlier. These are just some of the clips that surfaced depicting unusual U.S. military equipment, vehicles, planes, and others being used across multiple U.S. cities. These videos are making U.S. citizens increasingly more concerned. One user claimed that such movement has been witnessed across 27 U.S. states, as well as a number of states across Canada. Now, another user claimed that this highway system was built and designed by President Eisenhower with the strategic goal of rapid deployment and dispersion of U.S. forces throughout CONUS. Military vehicles were also seen in Philadelphia as people filmed and raised their concerns. In San Diego, a massive number of aircraft was seen flying overhead, with one user calling this not normal. In Montreal, a train carrying armored vehicles stopped to unload. Some people on Twitter, they're also circulating a statement by Hal Turner, a white supremacist with a record. Quote, he said, "I have spoken to several military sources who tell me this is not a drill. Drills get advertised. These were not advertised. This is war prep," end quote. Same thing in Mexico too. The theory is that the military deployments are preemptive, as a cyber attack is expected to target electrical grids and internet networks across the United States and all of its Western allies. Quote, "The military is moving into position in every town and city in America. Entire tank divisions are on move with air support. There are also military movements in the UK. A massive cyber attack on the grids and banking systems is heavily talked about." End quote. Experts are trying to quiet it all down, saying that the hype surrounding the military aircraft and the image is seen as fabricated. Now, one user reacting to the video said, quote, "It's just training. I just did simulations for the state concerning mass casualty events, active shooter. Every state is doing a cross-agency training to conduct how well different agencies fluently handle situations. Everybody calm down," end quote. I don't know, guys. I definitely feel a little bit concerned about this. Pictures and videos are just popping up left and right. There was even one showing a stealth B-2 bomber cruising through the city in Florida. Now, of course, there are always two sides to the story, if not 3 or 4 different sides. But anyway, some say it's just the National Guard training and routine military exercises that are happening every year. They claim that it's nothing to worry about, just military vehicles going from point A to point B. But there's another perspective too. Many folks, including veterans and people in the military, military, they're saying that seeing tanks and military equipment in civilian areas is not normal. It's also got them questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Now, I can't tell you definitively like what's happening, but I can tell you this. There could be something fishy going on here. It's a whole lot of coincidences if you ask me. And I don't doubt that this is enough to make anybody start asking questions. I mean, personally, I'm not buying everything that they tell us. I'm doing my own research, cross-examining different sources, and just trying to piece together the puzzle. I'm gonna share what I find with you guys once I'm done. Make sure you guys keep the subscribe button pressed and that notification bell turned on. You do not want to miss out on my future updates. And speaking of, let me know how things are in your area. Are you guys seeing any kind of weird military movements lately? Let's help one another out. Drop your updates in the comment section down below. And don't forget to write the word update in all caps so I could quickly and easily find your comment. We definitely need all the information we can get on this one. This is our financial freedom fam that we're talking about here. So let's stay prepared, let's stay informed, and let's stay vigilant. So I hope you guys got all the information for today's big military update and daily news report. Military vehicles in different US cities, experts saying one thing and the American people voicing different opinions. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys dropping a like for the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.